and welcome back to another magic tutorial. Today we're going to be doing the card out of the balloon trick. So what you're going to need is a deck of cards, which Sparkles is going to provide. Thanks, Sparkles! Thanks, Sparkles! So I have my deck of cards. The other thing you need is a solid color balloon. And I'll explain why in just a little bit. Okay, so solid color balloon, deck of cards. Let's start with the deck of cards. You can use any deck of cards. Make sure it's a full deck. And here's what you're gonna do. You're going to have your audience pre-select a card, okay? So pick any card you want. What? You want the one right off the top? Well, what about one in the middle? No, pick another one. You want off the top? Okay, fine. So it doesn't really matter what card they pick, but they happen to pick the 6 of diamonds, okay? Now you give them the card and then you tell them, once they have their card, so you have your card, here we go, okay? You're gonna take the deck and you're going to do this. This is called a riffle. You start at the bottom and you start releasing cards one at a time. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna say, okay, now you that have your card, hold on to that card, okay? And you just tell me when to stop. Did you say stop? No. What? You ready? One more? Okay. So once they say that's where I want to stop, you stop right there and you simply go like this. You take the part that was on the bottom and you say, put your card on top. Then you set this pile down on the table, take this pile that was on top and set it down just like that. So it looks like this. One pile is crossed over the top of the other pile. Very important because you don't want to lose that top card. Then you take your balloon and something magical is happening as that pile sits there. Something magical is happening in the minds of the people you're getting ready to trick. Take your balloon, you're going to blow it up. You can make anything up you want, like Christmas is so much fun. It's all the toys and gifts. It's just a bunch of hot air. Blow up about that big, and you can say, Christmas shouldn't be about hot air. It's about really the birth of Christ. So, it's about giving and joy and peace and gratitude and love. You guys see where I'm going with this? All those things. So now that you have your balloon tied off, then you set it down and you go back to, here you go, Sparkles. Then you go back to the deck. Now the whole time, they know that their card is there, but now it seems like it's in the middle, right? So you go, okay, so now we're going to take these piles, we're going to put them together. You've just switched them, but now the card that they selected is on top. Now you're going to do what's called a false shuffle. So you're going to take that card's on top, you're going to take this deck, split it in half, and just simply start doing this. But when you start releasing the cards, make sure that this pile over here is released last. That way that card stays on top. And you go, right? It's make sure it's last because after you're done shuffling, guess what? It's still on top, okay? All right, there's other ways that you can do this. Now that you have the deck, you go, your card is lost in here somewhere. Now this is called a palm. This is gonna take a lot of practice, okay? Here's what you do. You're holding the deck like this. It's called misdirection. Take the balloon and go, the balloon is gonna do all the trick. And as you're explaining the balloon, what I'm doing is, see how I just grabbed the deck with my hand right here? My hand is already in the palm formation. I'm simply gonna grab this and I'm gonna slip the top card off the deck. So as I'm doing this, I'm like, you just slip and then you simply pull your hand away. But this is what it looks like. You pull your hand away and you can look natural, okay? You just pull your hand away and the focus is here, right? Okay, your card is in the deck, right? It's in the deck. Guess what? No, it's not, because the card is in the balloon. Now what just happened here is the card that was palmed right here, I brought the balloon up, which is there, it's called misdirection, and I just stuck my hand in the back of the balloon, right? Now, this is the cool part. The card is against the back of the balloon, and you're simply gonna go, all right, you ready for this? You think your deck, your card's in there? It's not, it's in here, ready? All you have to do is you take your fingers and now it's gonna take some practice, but you're gonna pop. And when you do that, let the card fall at the same time. Don't hold on to the card, just and then let it all fall, and then go. Your card was in the balloon the whole time. Wait, oh, I needed that. Okay, so here's why you don't use a clear balloon. The reason is you can hold the balloon up, and when you go, now the card is in the balloon. Can you see? Oh, you can see that this is a terrible idea because they can see that the card's just stuck to the back of the balloon. Wait, do you guys hear something? Do I hear jingle bells? Like the magic of Christmas? Ah. Ah. I'll see you next time on our magic tutorial.